This is a swing set in retail line. It looks pretty honest, right? Very much. We should see what happens when you contact it. Hold up, what? The yo, do you see me? Look at me, I got prohibited. It's cracking reviled. You can't contact it or you get prohibited. However, would you trust me on the off chance that I advised you? That is not even the stupidest approach to get prohibited in Fortnite. No doubt in our number 15 spot when Cypher PK was doing a customary stream a year ago, he kept continually getting badgering by stream sharpshooters and savages. It happens a great deal on Jerk. Thus at last he understood that he perceived a similar name killing him a ton of various occasions, so he found the expert marksman stream and watched it. Subsequent to getting strict verification of him stream killing, he announced him to Epic Games, and only a couple minutes after the fact this happened he got prohibited. No shot, no shot. Epic just prohibited him. Live no chance. Epic just restricted him. A player columnist has had activity taken against them for negative conduct. A debt of gratitude is in order for giving Fortnite a pleasant, agreeable local area. No chance. Epic, we should go, buddy. Epic just restricted this person live. I mean, I haven't seen anybody get prohibited live for streams composing in some time, so this is really avoidable. I'd feel terrible for the person, yet to be legit he disrupted the guidelines by stream killing code like multiple times in succession, and keeping in mind that this boycott was justifiable. It wasn't however moronic as number 14, which seems to be laser bars hitting the fairway boycott. So back in section 1, Laser Shaft was playing Fortnite with some their decorations, and they are evaluating a few new acts out and toys. They were attempting to score ball circles and playing with stuff like volleyballs, and the sky is the limit from there, despite the fact that at the point when Laser Shaft concluded he was going to attempt and score a loop with a golf ball, this happened. Right gracious, all attempt. Would you be able b-ball playing it with a fan hammer? I mean, we're not even precisely sure what occurred here. Possibly Epic Games are simply envious of his golf abilities. It did essentially evident that entirety mountain, yet a few group have said this was on the grounds that he was utilizing a 4-gram switch, and that may be the reason he was restricted. Yet I gotta say, the circumstance here was immaculate. It might have quite recently been a glitch. While that was truly inept and a pretty unexplainable boycott, you haven't indeed even set yourself up for number 13. In case you're a Fortnite og, you presumably recollect Alex Ramy Gaming. He was rapidly turning into an extremely well-known decoration in the local area back during season 1 and was really number 1 in the world on the Fortnite wins leaderboard. Well, lamentably he wasn't actually the most delightful to his colleagues and Envision when he needed a weapon from his group, and nobody dropped him when he chosen to do this. All things considered, I revealed to you I required a weapon. Okay, I'll take every one of the weapons for myself. Hang on, I revealed to him I required a cracking rifle. He would not like to give me anything better. Believe it, I'm not actually astounded that he got restricted. However, this was somewhat avoidable. You'd need to realize that group murdering your whole crew will get you restricted in any case. I don't actually imagine that he gave it a second thought. All that amount in any case, presently, for a band that crushed the entire local area with number 12 in the event that you've never known about Xenon. He is a 10-year-old Fortnite and Valorum player who streams with his FA there, and he is very broke at Fortnite. What's more, a year ago when he was 9 years of age, Xenon stood out enough to be noticed of the whole local area when attempting to stack into a match of field. Fundamentally this occurred. All the helpless child wanna do is play field. Also, Epic Games really restricted him. Altoj there from Sirius for more than 1400 days. Essentially it closes on his 13th birthday. The clasp turned into a web sensation and was promptly shared around the local area. Also, makers like Upset Banks and Ninja got free. Xenon moving on Twitter, attempting frantically to get his band turned around. Presently, fortunately, Xenon was as yet ready to play in easy-going playlists, yet he was prohibited from field. I mean, it's simply field, not so much as a competition, and the explanation this occurred is on the grounds that Epic prohibited him from competitions. However, their framework moreover consequently prohibited him from Marine as an outcome. Now luckily Epic really seen a misstep and unbanned him the following day after the moving hashtag. And more, Xenon generally plays Valorant seriously now, yet plays Fortnite occasionally. Yet next up we have The significant group boycott on. The off chance that you don't play or watch Fortnite serious. Then you probably won't know what a tempest flood is at. The point when any match of Fortnite has a huge load of players left with each circle, it will actuate a tempest flood. Fundamentally it bargains 25 harm each second to individuals with the least measure of harm in the match. So in the event that you've been similar to outdoors or keeping away from battles, you're going to get taken out by the tempest, except if you act truly rapidly. So to try not to actuate any tempest flood harm in a competition, 4 players Creo Buck Keys and Slacks all join Toge there to exchange harm with one Anyo. There what's more, along these lines and more proof that they were observing one Anyo. Their streams Epic really prohibited each of the 4 of them for a very long time of Fortnite. While this one was merited, our next band wasn't. It's the ideal opportunity for number 10, which is the Landon v Buck outrage. Landon used to be an immense Fortnite decoration and YouTuber who had an objective for being the first historically speaking individual in the world with 1 million V-Bucks on their record. He burned through great many dollars getting to that objective, and when he at long last hit 1 million V-Bucks, he was prohibited. Better believe it, as you folks can see by the title of this bed I have. I was simply prohibited on Fortnite. The record has been prohibited from wrongdoing in one of our games. Yo Fortnite, in case you're watching this, I would truly like if you could contact me, and in case I'm not getting my record back, I mean at any rate we could talk concerning why I'm not going to get my account back now. It wasn't this that made him get prohibited anyway. Lennon, as a matter of fact, said that he might have been restricted for doing glitches and utilizing custom skins for him, which actually disregard Epic TOS. However, it gets much more moronic with number 9. You may recall this from the introduction. Be that as it may, in the event that you visit a retail column back in the past times of Fortnite, you may have been amazed to see an real working swing set in the edges of the poi. This swing set had real physical science, which implied players could push it and shoot it, yet for some explanation Epic didn't really think individuals would attempt to ride the swing. I mean, clearly we would, however Fortnite at the time simply didn't understand it. So at the point when players hopped onto the swing to ride it, this happened. Hold up, what? The yo, do you see me? Take a gander at me, it's not working. Gracious, what was that band? I got restricted. Definitely truly insane. Yet next up we have the Jarvis aimbot. Bam, quite possibly the most popular groups in Fortnite history is that of Bo. Their Jarvis. It's basically legend now that Jarvis made a YouTube video where he flaunted aimbot and how it functions, attempting to make like an engaging video and not really cheating in genuine competitions or anything like that. Tragically, Epic didn't by and large see it that way. That all can't see on the recording. I don't have the foggiest idea why it doesn't appear, however it's on my screen. Jarvis is one of the solitary individuals on this list who is as yet restricted right up till today, and notwithstanding trying on various occasions to play the game once more, Fortnite continues to boycott the entirety of his accounts. However, now it's an ideal opportunity to discuss a band that ought to have been way more awful. Coming in at number 7 we have the ZIF. What's more, Ronaldo World Cup band. So Zip and Ronaldo were players who cheated during the Fortnite World Cup 2019. During qualifiers, they got companions to feed them executes for additional focuses and quickly masters like High Sky or Snaps. Called out Ronaldo and Ziff, and Epic did a full examination. The pair were really restricted, yet as it were for half a month, and they at last returned and qualified for the World Cup finals. At any rate, they left with many a great many dollars in income, and clicks didn't meet all requirements for the World Cup since they cheated. Man, that sucks. However, next up we have number 6, which is the God Mode competition boycott. Our next boycott is something that was very bizarre, and many individuals are as yet torn. There it was merited, or then again not. Essentially, in a land Fortnite competition, Blasphemer's Marquis was playing until he experienced an abnormal bug. He was wrecked, yet he wouldn't bite the dust. He was practically interminable, so his colleague got him in. They proceed playing, and this is the thing that occurred straight away. That's right, he kept on playing, notwithstanding in a real sense having God mode, and declined to leave. When the refs meddled at last, he was let out and precluded from the competition on the grounds that he was a glitch and he wasn't cheating, he wasn't restricted from Fortnite yet. It's sort of his flaw for proceeding after getting like a divine being mode advantage. Also, a ton of you may recollect number 5, which is the Nate Slope and Funk Bombs boycott. When Nate Slope and Funk playing in a competition, Funk Bomb was dispensed with yet remained in the match, and in competitions it's basically needed to leave the game, so you can't give callouts once you pass on. And keeping in mind that Funk Bomb, he settled on a decision out directly to your west, better believe it, he resembles Southwest, he's grimy assistance I feel like. But since of this both players were eliminated from all default engagement competitions and Funk wasn't ready to get any prizes, be that as it may, just legends will recall number 4, which is the Tfue boycott. When Tfue was restricted, it was one of the most famous snapshots of OG Fortnite history, and it started the beginning of his whole default heritage. The story goes that he bought an account from somebody with a huge load of uncommon Fortnite skins on it, so epic prohibited the account just as his fundamental record for doing is such at the time TFU had more than $5,000 spent on his fundamental and committed to never purchase a Fortnite skin until Kingdom Come, consequently starting his default venture. And that drives us to number 3, which is the Zacubus joining boycott. In a DreamHack competition a couple of years prior, a decoration named Zacubus was playing and chosen not to push somebody who we found somewhere far off, and this is the thing that occurred straight away. They just restricted you for a joke. Fortunately it was just transitory. However, he was, as a matter of fact, the first historically speaking player to get prohibited for trying not to battle somebody yet. Presently it's the ideal opportunity for our second to last ban. Coming in at number 2 is the Laser Pillar stream killing boycott. So a year ago Laser Pillar saw his companions were streaming, so we got a ton of Feelies Toge there to attempt to stream kill New in a performance game. Their objective was to take him out and prevent him from winning, and this was stupidest band of untouched. What you've all been pausing for. Coming in at number 1 is the Fight Transport boycott. For reasons unknown, back in part 2 season 3 there was a glitch happening that would boycott an whole haul. We have no clue about why this happened still right up till the present time. However, a great deal of individuals got their records back. It was not seeing the recordings of whole entryways getting struck by the bandhammer. In any case, that is supportive of our most moronic group's video. Thanks so much for watching.